Hi, Ken Roche. Um, I'm different things to different people, and I'm not exactly sure where to start because I'm going to be starting like a series of videos introducing to me what I do, what I have done to get to this point. At this point, I'm 56 years old. I'm totally blind. It was a long progression. Retinitis pigmentosa is what I had, actually the inverse form of retinitis pigmentosa. So I started with like double vision as a teenager, and then slowly lost all my eyes. I had to turn my eyes, then my head. But throughout my life, I've had a lot of challenges, and I've had some successes, and we're going to talk about both. To be quite honest, I'm just celebrating my 30th year as a registered massage therapist here in Ontario, Canada, and it's a big deal because for 10 years I was on disability from the age of 18 to 28. I was deemed permanently unemployable, and perhaps I am because I was never employed really by a large company. I was always self-employed and been hired and fired by thousands of people. So after 30 years, to be quite honest, I get tired of telling people how great I am because I'm just in the struggle like everybody else. But I've done a lot of really incredible things. I'm a third-degree black belt in Shotokan karate. Technically, I take kung fu. I've done some jiu-jitsu. I helped to teach a disabled martial arts program, Dragon Hearts, at Kitchener Kicks. And I love the challenge of that. As a massage therapist, I've been studying anatomy, physiology for well over 35 years. As a personal trainer at the YMCA. So that's what I know really well. Of course, I do believe that we are like a summation of our physical, our intellect, and our emotional, I guess you'd say, like mind, body, and spirit. And I think it's important to work on all of those things. And I've studied anatomy from the outside in, as we do as a clinician. You look at the skin, well, that's really interesting. I found it fascinating. 2 years, I graduated with a 96.33 average. And then since then, I've just increasingly expanded my knowledge and my understanding, really. Not so much my knowledge, because I knew a lot of everything you need to know. But it's amazing what you can fit into that other 3.67%. And the meeting the people with the conditions that you study when you're in school. And I've met a lot of people. I got some great stories from working with strongmen for 10 years, 6'8", 420 pounds, paraplegic downhill skiers, wheelchair basketball players, head injury, amputation, spastic paralysis, and meeting the people that live, with these kind of problems, as well as, day-to-day athletes. I also worked as a massage therapist with Sunlight Financial, and I was working with a lot of people that work with desk issues, so like some postural stuff, but people that struggle with chronic pain syndrome, broken this, broken that. But then I also studied, as a martial artist from the inside out, from my core spine, the breathing, try to mind and body, express yourself. I've done some international competitions. I got some awards in able body competition, all first, second, third. I got, I'm probably even still the reigning kata champion in Canada since like 2019, because I don't think there's any other visually impaired or blind people that have done what I do. I was also on the Ontario Disabled Alpine Ski Racing team for 10 years. I started very progressively visually impaired, got less and less vision, faced my life's greatest fear of going blind on the ski hill, where I couldn't see my guide anymore and I had to make the very difficult decision to either quit or continue. And there's stories around all of that. And I decided I was going to be able to put some black duct tape on my goggles, and I skied for another 5 years after that. There's a lot of trauma associated with that. So just getting beat up by society. And I tell everybody, it's not necessarily me as an individual. Society has changed. It's sped up. The economy, housing. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of drug addictions, alcohol, sort of self-medicating, these kind of things that we all do. It's not necessarily us. It's us in the world, and the stresses that we got on. So I do stand-up comedy. I've been running shows with Riff Raff Laughs. I've been a comedian for 17 years. Have I gotten to where I wanted to go? I never was a Paralympian. I've never been like on the big JFL stages in Canada. But you know what? Neither have you. And we all aspire for something. So regardless of what you want to do, I think there's something I have to offer you, whether you're somebody with a disability, whether you're somebody with aspirations, for business. I think there's something here for everybody. It's inspirational, I'd like to think. I'm tired of telling people how great I am. I'm in the struggle just like everybody else. I'm fortunate enough to have a house. I have so much appreciation for all of my clients that allow me to do what I do. And if you want to join me on this journey over the next little while, please like, share with anybody, and make comments. Ask me some questions so that I have a general direction of where I want to go with this. But I'll tell you, my personal goal is to help people feel, look, and be better. So join me on the journey, and let's see where it takes us. Cheers.